who was an actress in the 1940s and 50s, once said, "I am always learning. The tombstone will be my diploma." Many people think that learning stops after high school. Most of us probably think it finally stops after college, or if we're really ambitious, graduate school. But the thing you have to know about me is that I love to learn, and I never plan to stop. My experiences have developed a love of learning in me that I hope to instill in others through my work. Today I'm going to talk to you about my experience of being homeschooled, which had a positive effect on me, and my father's influence, and how I want to take the things that I've learned and show others what a positive thing education and lifetime learning can be by becoming a librarian. First, I would like to tell you about my experience of being homeschooled. I was homeschooled all my life, the entire time before my pre-collegiate years, with my 2 younger sisters and younger brother. The very first time I stepped into a classroom with more than 4 students was my freshman year of college. Being homeschooled helped to develop a love of independent learning in me from an early age. I was always allowed to participate in my own education by choosing which subjects I wanted to study, which curriculums to use, and by creating my own reading lists, which were filled with science fiction books. Homeschooling forced me to become very self-motivated. I never was forced to get up early. I could do my schoolwork in my pajamas if I wanted to. But what this meant was that I had to be the one to decide what time to devote to school, what time to devote to learning. Without any true institution forcing me to get specific work done, I was the one who was accountable for graduating on time. Being homeschooled was not the only thing that led to my love of learning. I also had a wonderful example and advocator of what lifetime learning could do. My father has always been a very important part of my life. He's an excellent example of an advocator and encourager of lifetime learning, and I've always respected his opinion over nearly everyone else's. As long as I've been alive, my father has been a reporter for the newspaper. My favorite question to ask him all the time was always, "What did you write about?" And he was always full of new stories and new information that he'd learned. Once he uncovered an embezzling scam linked with bingo halls that actually led to a police investigation and several arrests. His paper was always delivered to our house, and he always encouraged us to remain abreast of current events. But with the recent downturn in the economy, my father's found it difficult to maintain a living as a reporter. So just this past year, he's gone back to school. He's getting his accounting degree from Bellarmine University. This is extremely different than what he's really been used to, but as he's always kept learning and reading, a return to college has been really manageable for him. And it's also a really great motivator for me to stay in school too. Thanks to these 2 major influences of being homeschooled and my father, my dream job is to become a librarian. Once I graduate, I want to work in a public library. I believe it will give me an opportunity to foster love of learning and build strong, intelligent communities. I've always loved reading, and it kind of blows my mind when people tell me they cannot stand it. To me, it represents a whole new world of ideas and perspectives that help you understand the world. And I'd love to be surrounded by books on a daily basis and help others love reading as much as I do. Working in a library would be a great opportunity to work with people of all different ages, something that I'm very used to from being homeschooled. It would also be a great way to get involved in educational programs outside of the classroom, which is where people really do want to learn. So now you know a little more about me and what is important to me. To sum up, you know that homeschooling has positively affected my life and given me a deep appreciation for education. You know that my father has been a great influence on me, and he's the example that I strive to emulate. You also know how I want to take everything I've learned and become a librarian to show it to others. We never stop learning, no matter where we do it, whether it's college, the workplace, or even at home. So the way to love what you learn is to really choose what you learn and become actively involved in it. Thank you.